you think of Splatoon, what do you believe is the most crucial element of it? The weapon arsenal that's available to you, the abilities that can give clutch buffs to your character or weapon, the internet connection that loves to screw players over the second their team gears up to knock the game out for once in a ranked match? God dang it! Well, for me personally, it's the maps that people play on. Whether it's the single player levels or the multiplayer levels, the design of these maps is extremely important to the gameplay and the game's weapons, and just the fun that everyone is able to have. Today, we're going to examine all the maps between Splatoon 1 and 2, and determine the best veteran map that should live on in the Splatlands, other than Museum del Fontino since it's been confirmed already. Oh. Do you not recognize me? I'm the host of the expedition. Alpha said that I need to change my style to fit in with those who choose to play at the plaza. Not gonna lie, I rock a ponytail though. Okay, let's just get into it. The first thing that is vital to map design is the movement factor. When playing on a map, I can't stand the feeling of being trapped in a small corridor with limited options. Don't tell the boss I said this, but I can't stand Walleye Warehouse. Alpha has a soft spot for it because it's the first map he ever played in Splatoon 1, and he happens to have a good run on that map. But that childlike nostalgia is fickle in the face of cold, hard science. The elevated spawn that isn't cut off from the rest of the map, nor provides you any alternate paths, makes it susceptible to camping and when fighting a team that's above your skill level, which can even happen for someone as esteemed as yours truly at times. You were just choked up in your spawn both physically and emotionally. Now, it's always fun to do that to an enemy so they get to suffer, and as a charger who, as much as it may surprise you, used to be bad at the weapon, it provides an easier ecosystem to learn those weapons. Oh, we got another one trying to escape? How about no? You guys are like my sheep. You guys are not leaving those boundaries. It don't matter what iteration of Walleye we're in, stay in that base, my friend, stay in there. Oh, but when you aren't one of those two demographics, especially since being on the good team is basically in the hands of a few coin flips in solo queue, you have to put up with that torment for up to 5 minutes unless God decides to grant your teammates the grace of stealth and speed. In the older game, you had maps like Flounder Heights where you not only had the space to move out of spawn, but you also had numerous different places that you could go. In the newer one, as long as it wasn't Rainmaker, you had the Reef with a similar game plan and a similar amount of space where some plays could still be made. Being able to move around grants the ability to tip the scales in the match and just overall make it more fun to play. That way, one wall umbrella doesn't end up halting an entire push by itself because the other team had no other choices. I still will love those killer whale kills though. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Anyone here about to die for show? It's so fun to watch when it ain't me. The next thing that the perfect map will need is versatility. What I mean by versatility is basically no matter what mode or what weapon you decide to run, basically all of them will be consistently good. Splatoon 2's maps did a better job at the consistency part than Splatoon 1's, but Splatoon 1 had some much higher highs and some lower, very hilarious lows that make its maps more memorable. Like, check out my reaction to Alpha showing me the layouts of the maps before we headed over here. Okay, so you know how some of Splatoon 2's maps can be a bit lackluster, right? Indeed. As someone who loves to study their design, I sadly cannot avoid this unavoidable fact. Well, hold on. Let me show you some of the atrocities of Splatoon 1's map design. That would be an interesting way for me to expand my knowledge. Let me check out some of the... What? Why is the zone split up like that? How am I supposed to keep control of both when one is firmly planted in enemy territory? Well, there aren't any other Splat Zones maps like that, right? Oh dear sweet lord, what is this? Isn't this like the Killer Whale map too? Oh yeah. Okay, well, there can't be anything worse than this, Alpha. It must be all uphill from here. Surely the developers weren't that primitive in their thinking. Back. Alpha? Yes, my friend. Does that bridge lead exactly to the Rainmaker pedestal? Yes, and one wipe could easily net you half the points. And don't forget run speed exists in this game too. So we need a map that is efficient and fun to play on all the modes. There will always be best and worst modes for a map, but if it's at least consistently good universally, then we're gonna have a fun time. Furthermore, the map needs to be balanced for all weapon classes too. One of the reasons why Schellendorf is so controversial, at least to Alpha and I, is because if there's a good backline on the other team but not on your team, it is all too easy for that one player to completely lock down the map. The glass allows the player to scope out both floors of the map and be protected from below if they aren't near the holes, so anyone who wants to counterplay needs to be sneaky enough to make a 50-yard dash to the position on the map. Another one down. Backlining on Schellendorf is a piece of... Okay, y'all lost the battle and the war, but y'all decided to be little sore losers about it. Got it. A map that can give any type of player a proper plan should be what is ported to Splatoon 3. Look at those bars. And the third thing that the map needs is style. This, of course, is the little cherry on top of the sundae that is a good map, but the map needs to look pretty. When you play on this map casually and just want to take a step back, you want to realize how beautiful the map and its surroundings are. These can be with awesome buildings, cool little spectators, and cute little Easter eggs. So with those 3 points out the way, the moment that you've been waiting for is here. Running the numbers in the computer, asking around for what maps people prefer the most and why, I have come to the conclusion that the one map that reigns above all else as the map that must return to Splatoon 3 is Salt Spray Rig! This map right here is the pinnacle of design. There's a laundry list of things that make Salt Spray great. First, let's go through the absolutely legendary movement options on Salt Spray. Look at these expansive lanes right here. Do you understand just how free I feel fighting somebody on this part of the stage? I have like a whole 5 feet of space to move around in. That's so much in meters too. That's like... I don't know about the metric system. I'm not part of the Crumpet Crew, the Poutine Patrol, or the Kangaroo... Okay, what do Aussies eat? I'm about to say aspirin because the blood always rushes to their heads down there. And on top of that, this map has versatility. While you babies were over here crying about how Sprinkler sucks, Giga Chads like yours truly with Galaxy Brain just knew the poor thing didn't have a place to shine. That'll change if we get Salt Spray in Splatoon 3. And don't get me started on the rank modes. The devs got the formula so correct with some of the modes, they had to take them out of the game and study them due to their pure ingenuity. Don't let the misinformed people who listen to fake news tell you that they didn't work. Last but not least, you have the style of the map. Yeah, you've got hotels and malls, but can they beat a freaking shipping port? Just look at that beautiful ocean. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about my conclusion on the best map in Splatoon history, because let's face it, y'all know I'm right. And if you want more content like this, remember to leave a like and subscribe to AlfStar716 for more content on Splatoon and other things gaming. I'll see you all next time.